Today, I put NFL players on their hometown teams. Like Josh Allen from Northern California is a 49er now, Patrick Mahomes from Texas is a Cowboy, Tyreek Hill is a Falcon, Justin Jefferson from Louisiana is a Saint, and so many more players are playing for their hometown team. Real quick, I gotta give a shout out to my buddy Dula for making the roster. If you watched his video, I actually added a bunch more players to their hometown teams, and we were chatting about his video, so I fixed some players to be on the right teams. But yeah, I've been traveling a ton recently. I was just in Italy for my cousin's wedding, then in New York for my friend Doug and Lacey's wedding. I even got to go to the Jets-Bills game with my dad on Monday Night Football. Unfortunately, they obviously lost because why can we have nice things? But yeah, I just landed back in LA, and Dula's roster was a huge help to make this video possible. So shout out to him. His links are in the description. And because there's way too many players to check out that we relocated, we're gonna check out some of the highlights. So Lamar Jackson's the new starting quarterback for the Dolphins. Joe Burrow stays in Cincinnati. Aaron Rodgers is from Northern California but went to Cal. So I decided to make him the Chargers starting quarterback. And staying in LA, CJ Stroud is the Rams starting quarterback. The Broncos get the best running back in the game with Christian McCaffrey. Nick Chubb is a Falcon. Derrick Henry's a Jaguar. Saquon Barkley's a Jet. But receivers where it gets really crazy because the New Orleans Saints have Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, AJ Brown, Jamar Chase, DK Metcalf, and Devonta Smith. And oh, by the way, Dak Prescott's their starting quarterback. Like, this team is absolutely loaded with studs, including Chris Jones, Demario Davis, L'Jarius Sneed, CJ Mosley, Jeffrey Simmons, Derek Stingley Jr., and Patrick Queen. Like, I'll be shocked if they don't make the Super Bowl. We'll run through some other big stars real quick. Travis Kelce's on the Browns, George Kittle's on the Packers, Nick and Joey Bosa are on the Dolphins, Myles Garrett's on the Cowboys, the Lions have Aiden Hutchinson and Max Crosby and Sauce Gardner, the Eagles got Micah Parsons, Packers get TJ Watt, and lastly, Patrick Surtain is on the Dolphins. Now, we will check out the rest of the players that got moved in the season stats, but I do really want to play with this Saints offense. Let me know in the comments who you think is going to win MVP in this year, but my guess is it's going to be someone from this team. Oh, CeeDee Lamb, that was dirty. And also, I'll use this opportunity to remind you to subscribe, hit the like button too while you're at it. Come on, AJ Brown, into the end zone. We just hit 130K subscribers on the channel, and I'm someone who's very goal-oriented, and I like to have things to look forward to, and I would really love to hit 150K by the end of the year. So yeah, please hit the subscribe button. It's literally free, and it really helps the channel continue to get pushed to new people. Now, with all that said, let's sim to the playoffs, see how the teams do, and check out the stats. Okay, so the Cowboys won the NFC East. Patrick Mahomes had 4,800 yards and 37 touchdowns for him. And while Myles Garrett had 18 and a half sacks, with Von Miller also getting 13. The Commanders also made it in from the East, with Josh Hines Allen putting up 17 and a half sacks. The NFC North was awful, but the Bears somehow won it, with Kirk throwing for 3,500 yards and 21 touchdowns. Garrett Wilson put up 829 with 6 touchdowns, and 516 and 2 from Sam Laporta. The Saints and Panthers made it out of the South. 4,800 yards and 43 touchdowns from Dak. 1,300 yards from Justin Jefferson with 8 touchdowns, 1,008 for CeeDee Lamb, 842 and 15 touchdowns for AJ Brown. And defensively, it wasn't that crazy, but 8 sacks for Chris Jones and 3 picks for Derek Stingley. And for the Panthers, Drake May had 3,500 yards and 25 touchdowns, 1,000 yards and 13 touchdowns from Keenan Allen, 705 from Debo, and 703 from D-Hop. But on defense, DeMarcus Lawrence had 18 sacks. And lastly, in the NFC West, the Rams and 49ers made it in. Oh, interesting. Jordan Love actually started over CJ Stroud, and he had 4,700 yards and 41 touchdowns. Ayuk had 14 and 22 touchdowns, with 1,200 yards and 8 touchdowns from Drake London. And on the Niners, Josh Allen had 3,900 yards and 34 touchdowns, 1,000 yards and 14 touchdowns from Najee Harris, and 900 yards and 9 touchdowns from Devontae Adams. In the AFC East, the Dolphins and Patriots made the playoffs, with 4,100 yards and 29 touchdowns from Lamar, and 1,000 yards receiving each from Amari Cooper and Zay Flowers. But defensively, 17 and a half sacks from Nick Bosa, 16 from Khalil Mack, 12 and a half from Greg Rousseau, and 4 and a half from Nick Bosa. In the North, Baltimore and Cincy made it in. Burrow had 4,200 yards and 36 touchdowns. And for the Ravens, the most notable addition was Stephon Diggs with 969 and 7. In the AFC South, the Jags made it in, with Mac Jones throwing for 3,500 yards and 34 touchdowns. But Derrick Henry had 1,500 yards and 13 touchdowns. And lastly, the Chargers went 14 and 3, with 4,300 yards and 34 touchdowns touchdowns from Rodgers. Joe Mixon had 1,500 yards and 23 touchdowns. St. Brown had 1,400 yards and 15 touchdowns. And the Broncos also were a wildcard team, led by CMC with 1,400 yards and 16 touchdowns. So yeah, Pat Mahomes led the league in passing yards, and Dak led in touchdowns. Joe Mixon had the most rushing yards and the most touchdowns. So let's see who won MVP. Yeah, it was Dak Prescott on the Saints. Now, of course, it won't give me a playoff bracket because Madden 25 has no bugs.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
But these are going to be our wildcard matchups. So we'll start out with the Panthers up by 1 against the Rams. I'm honestly a bit surprised that it was Jordan Love starting over CJ Stroud, but that did happen that there was a bunch of guys who were in stacked rooms. I couldn't even think for a second because Jordan Love just found, I think, Tyler Higbee across the middle, who took it all the way down to the 35. So now they're already in field goal position, so they're going to hand it off to Kyron Williams. It's obviously important to note that not every player got relocated because there was like 2,000 players in the league, but I wanted to make sure I could do as many as possible. Kyron Williams gets another handoff, and I think we've actually seen some pretty surprising results so far in this league. But now it's 3rd and 7. The Panthers have no timeouts, so the Rams are able to kill some time, but he throws a pick. Why did you not run it? Stephon Gilmore just won this game. Like, I cannot understand why the Rams did not decide to just run the ball here. Yeah, this game is not bugged at all. Doesn't matter though, because the Panthers with Drake May pull this out. Wait, why did it advance me to next week? Oh my God, this game. Anyway, the Chargers beat the Bengals, Jags beat the Patriots, and Broncos beat the Ravens. So in the divisional, we have Dolphins, Broncos, and Chargers, Jags. Saints beat the Commies, and 49ers shut out the Bears, which gives us the Cowboys versus Panthers, and the Saints versus the Niners. I don't know if it's going to advance the week again after this game, so we're going to check out the Saints versus 49ers. Well, right now, the Niners are up by 3. Still about 3.5 minutes to go in this game, so I do think that the Saints should be able to try to get some points on the board here. Dak's going to run and get a first down here. Nice run from Dak. He has a plethora of options to throw to here, so let's see where he goes. This is going to be A.J. Brown gaining 9. They got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, and they're ready right near field goal range. Ooh, Dak's going to run and get a first down. Going to get past the 15 here, and they just burned off about 40 seconds here. He throws to Justin Jefferson, who gets down to the 1, and we're under a minute. Where's Dak going to go with this one? He could probably even run for it, and I think he is, for the touchdown. What is this game with these camera angles? By God, it is October, and I swear the game gets more buggy with every update. Like, I'm not trying to just complain. I actually do like this game a lot, and I think it's very fun. Why was he so wide open? Who is that? Is that Ricky Pearsall, who's gonna get all the way in? One play for Josh Allen? One play, 74 yards in 9 seconds. So yeah, back to the Saints on offense with 30 seconds and 3 timeouts. He hits. I don't even know who that is. I think that's the tight end. What is going on? He scores in one play. Of all the guys on this offense, Jawan Johnson just did that. So now back to the Niners with 13 seconds and 2 timeouts. Can Josh Allen somehow do it again? He's gonna get a first down to the 45. They use their first timeout, but they need a touchdown. A 4-point lead is killer because a field goal would have been doable, held it forever, and burned all the time, and it's dropped. So the Saints win this game. A classic Kyle Shanahan choke job. Now, will it advance to the next week? It did not. Okay, this is good. So next we'll check out the Chargers versus Jags with the game tied at 14 with 2 minutes to go. And the Chargers are at the 24-yard line. They hand it off here, and I think, no, they're not going to get a first down. Joe Mixon got stuffed, but they are in field goal range, and even closer now with this first down, he should not score. This is classic Madden where they could literally take knees and burn all the timeouts. They obviously won't do that, and they're going to hand it off here and, ooh, not score. So now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They really shouldn't score. Great camera again, but Aaron Rodgers leads a touchdown drive. So now it's on, of all people, Mac Jones to lead a touchdown drive of his own. He's gonna throw deep here. I swear, Brian Thomas just caught that. Oh my God, I cannot believe that just happened. Are you gonna get Derrick Henry involved, Mac Jones? You have literally all day long to throw. Oh, you're not gonna take a sack. Well, no, you are gonna take a sack. I'm losing my mind. They snap it here. It's 10 seconds left. I literally blinked for a second and all the time went away because they had no timeout. It throws it away. Oh, I gotta take a deep breath after this one because this is the last play of the game. He's gonna throw to the end zone. I mean, no way, right? No way is right because the Chargers win. So now we got the Panthers going up against Patrick Mahomes and the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys. But the Panthers stood no chance as the Cowboys blow them out. Oh my God, speaking of blowouts, the Dolphins put up 70 on the Broncos. I think they literally put up 70 in that real life game. Oh my God, 623 and 8 touchdowns from Lamar. They might be the Super Bowl team. So this will be our final 4 teams. And we'll start out this round with the Saints and Cowboys. It's definitely not impossible with this amount of time left, but it is definitely highly unlikely. He looks like he's gonna run again for a first and some more. And they do get one more playoff for the 2-minute warning. If they're able to score here, that would be perfect for them. But it looks like Mahomes is gonna run again, and I think gain another first down. I mean, I did take away his best receiving option with CeeDee Lamb. Oh, he gets sacked there. Matthew Judon with a sack to make it 2nd and 16 with just about a minute and a half to go. They have not used a single timeout. They need to save those for defense if they don't get the onside kick, but he looks like he should have just ran, and they're gonna elect to kick the field goal here. I don't really agree with the strategy, but I can kind of see it because now they're down by 8, but they still need this onside kick. Ooh, I thought they had a chance for it, but they don't get it. So the Saints win this game, and they're going to the Super Bowl, where they're gonna go up against the Chargers and Aaron Rodgers, or the Dolphins with Lamar Jackson, and they're tied at 14 with 2 minutes to go. The strength of this hometown Miami Dolphins team is definitely a defense. They got a lot of studs, and they only got one timeout, and if they get it here, which they don't, Lamar Jackson might have some time on the other side to try to lead the comeback, because with about 40 seconds to go in this game, the Chargers take the 3-point lead. So now let's see what Lamar Jackson can do. They need to get to the 38-yard line, and they got 26 seconds to do it, so it's not like that unlikely they get to like the 46. Can't stop the clock though. What are they doing? I thought they were gonna spike it there, but this is gonna be the last play of the game. Lamar's gonna throw to the end zone. Got it. Oh my God, he's open. There's no way. But there was no one around Jonnu Smith. So the Dolphins are going to the Super Bowl. I genuinely can't believe that just happened. So in the Super Bowl, we get Dolphins Saints, with the Dolphins up by 2 with 2 minutes to go. They do need about 40 or 50 yards here to get in like a comfortable range, but they gain 9 there. CeeDee Lamb with the grab. I personally probably would have run it there, but Dak is gonna throw. Nope, he is gonna run and get caught from behind. So now they need 2 yards here on 4th down with about a minute to go. I don't like how they manage this time, but Dak gets the first running for it and way more. The clock goes like crazy in the simulation, like how fast it sims ahead. They're gonna throw here, and AJ Brown gets a first, and ooh, is he out of bounds? He's not. They're at the 46-yard line now with about 40 seconds to go. Did not burn their last timeout. They throw it there and in bounds again. They do burn that last timeout. Honestly, if they stay in bounds, there might be like 1 or 2 plays left in this game. He makes the catch there and out of bounds, which puts them into field goal range. But if they're not smart here, ooh, CeeDee Lamb gets the touchdown. So Lamar will have a chance, but he only has 17 seconds to work with here. Oh my God, he's gonna be gone. I think that's Amari Cooper. Are they gonna catch him though? The Dolphins are gonna do it. I'm genuinely in disbelief. With 7 seconds left, they will go for 2 to make it a 3-point game, and let's see what Achane can do. He's stuffed. So the Saints have no timeouts. I think what Dak's gonna do is probably chuck it deep. This will be the last play of the game. Oh my God, he makes the catch. CeeDee get out of bounds. Oh, so close. If they had 1 more second left, they were gonna do it. That's actually insane. So yeah, that'll do it for today's video. If you wanna see Devontae Adams on the Jets and every other NFL team's biggest need fixed, click right here. There's a ton of content creators in that video as well. I'll see you guys soon. Be good people.